Are we live?
Yeah, I think we're live. Let's
Live.
go. Let's get it.
Wait.
Bro, do you know the One Punch Man guy?
Yeah. The bald
So,
dude.
the bald dude. So apparently, I don't know what show it is, but in the show they show that he messes up everyone. Like he
Uh,
really screws them up. He can pick anyone and slam them. He's the fastest and all. And his workout is what 100 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, and 10 kilometers
ha.
running every day.
Ha.
It doesn't work because if you're gonna do that every day, you're gonna enjoy yourself. You're gonna enjoy him. Rest नहीं है कुछ कैसे मतलब
अरे
how
ब्रो
does
बट
it
यू
work?
बिल्ड अप टू इट ना ब्रो ऐसे ही तो सुबह उठ के मतलब एक महीना कुछ किया नहीं 10 साल के लिए फिर उठ के डायरेक्ट ऐसा थोड़ी होता है यू
नहीं नहीं
बिल्ड
मैं
अप
बोल
टू
रहा
इट
हूँ कि let's say for 4 months let's say I do that workout. It's almost like going 4 steps ahead and then coming back 2 steps.
अरे नो सो यू हैव टू बिल्ड इट लाइक दिस फर्स्ट यू डू 10 pull-ups 10 push-ups and 1 kilometer
Ah,
run for a week
so you
then
build
you
up
build
to it.
it
Ah,
over
makes sense.
10 weeks and in that span you have to eat very well and in that span you have to like sleep well
Rest, sleep.
hydrate
Yeah,
वो
yeah.
सब मतलब करना पड़ता है फिर ही it makes sense.
Then you have to shave your head, bro.
But I don't think he's shaved his head. I just think he's bald.
Yeah, I think the power made him bald, bro.
Yeah. ब्रो तू उसके ऐड देखा है क्या पावर प्राश के ऐड देखा है क्या
Oh no, bro. I don't know the
पावर
part. Bro,
प्राश
TV,
इज
bro,
लाइक
TV कौन देखता
it's like Viagra.
है?
Yeah.
What does it do? It's like but they're like legally advertising it out in the open.
It's legal. Say, bro, it's not illegal. They just don't want to
मतलब
say it's a pill for your dick, right? They want to say it's like
yeah,
a like they say they want to make you feel as less emasculated as they can.
yeah, as less weirded out, as less socially acceptable, but at the same time get your
As
job done kind
yeah,
of thing. Yeah.
no. Basically, their agenda is that you should feel like a man even when they're telling you you're no more one.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell
That's the scene, you get it.
yeah.
But on that note, fuck, we're
That's good.
recording. We start in three, two, one. Mr. Shlok Mishra, how are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How are you?
Vanilla
It's 2 a.m.,
X.
bro. That's what's up. Vanilla X. That's what's up.
ब्रो 2
How we
a.m.
doing?
क्लब चालू करते हैं ना लोग 5 a.m. क्लब करते हैं अपन 2 a.m. क्लब चालू करते हैं लुखे लौंडे लोग
Bro,
अब till 3-4 in the
कोई
morning doing
रिप्लाई
nothing.
कोई ब्रो कोई रिप्लाई ही नहीं करता है ब्रो कोई रिप्लाई ही नहीं करता
क्योंकि
है
लोग सो
ग्रुप
रहे
पे
रहते हैं
मैसेज डाल दो
ब्रो.
नो एनी टाइम ब्रो यू पुट एनी मैसेज ओके ग्रुप पे तूने डाल दिया यो कैन समवन हेल्प मी आउट विद this assignment can someone send me this number nobody will reply bro
अरे
months चले गए
ब्रो दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम पीपल आरंट हेल्पफुल एनीमोर ब्रो दुनिया जालिम है ब्रो ये मैंने सीख लिया है ये मैंने मेरे
yeah bro
एडवेंचर्स एंड एक्सपीडिशंस पे सीख लिया है कि दुनिया बहुत जालिम है ब्रो
expenditure दुनिया
कोई कुछ
जालिम you have
मदद
to
नहीं करता
protect
है ब्रो.
yourself yeah bro look out for yourself bro
या ब्रो मैं
that's
तो
the
ऐसा मतलब एट
that
दिस पॉइंट आई जस्ट प्राइवेट मैसेज लाइक पीपल who might know this shit because ग्रुप पे तो कोई रिप्लाई नहीं करने वाला.
yeah, no, I private message like 20 to 30 people together, and whoever replies, because मैं impatient, we have to get the answer right at that moment. So whoever replies, like I just ignore the rest, bro. Even if
या
they try to
ब्रो
help
पर
me.
एक तो लोग मैसेज क्या करते हैं आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड काम की बात हो तो डायरेक्ट कॉल क्यों नहीं करते ब्रो आई हेट इट व्हेन फकिंग पीपल मैसेज सो मच मैन.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that, bro. But again, dunya zalim hai, but you moved on,
Yeah.
bro. You moved,
Like, what's this texting business? Direct fucking call. Text is when, like, you are
bro. The
not,
world's moved on from, bro. The world's moved on from calling, bro. Now text is a new scene, bro.
bro.
You can
Calling
put
से याद है
emojis, bro.
एक crazy scene बोलूं. मैं
Bro,
उत्तराखंड जा रहा था ना तभी I told my dad was like how will like there's no network where you're going. Sankri was the place I was going. He was like उधर कुछ network नहीं है. There's that. I was like नहीं नहीं they have satellite phones so that उसका connection तो रहेगा ही. Like they have satellite phones. I was like yeah. I was like अच्छा ठीक है then no worries. 5 minutes later he tells me Karan you sure they have satellite phones? I was like अरे 100% dad मैंने पूछा उसको आपकी बात करवा लेता हूँ. Like तेरे को पता है ना सैटेलाइट फोन इलीगल है.
Fair.
मैं बोला क्या बात कर रहे हो. He's like yeah if you have a satellite phone either you have to be in the army or you have to be a terrorist. If they catch you with a satellite phone it falls under the this thing it's
Radar.
a threat. Yeah because terrorists
Yeah.
use satellite phones to not fall under the
Mm.
radar.
When
under
they
the
can track
radar.
you, like they think there's some danger or something. No, bro, it's a valid point.
Yeah, he's like, bro, 80s में सैटेलाइट फोन बैन हो गए थे. I was like, क्या बात कर रहे हो? तो
Bro,
बना
उत्तराखंड
किसको रहा है?
कैसा था
वो
bro
लोग
उत्तराखंड?
ट्रैकर के पास सैटेलाइट फोन कहाँ से आया है बे?
Bro, that's the thing, bro. Never bullshit your mom, don't bullshit your dad.
Yeah, that I figured out. बाप के साथ मस्ती
Don't
नहीं
bullshit.
bro.
He's been through the stuff that you're
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
हो चुका है
He
उसका.
tells me every now and then he's like, तेरे को.
Bonus, no matter how much they pretend to be old, pretend to cough, pretend to have their knees hurt, they are ballers, bro. Ballers
Yeah,
हैं ये
yeah,
लोग.
yeah, yeah.
समझ रहे
See,
हो?
bro, there are
So,
some parents I know. There are generally some parents, Indian parents in general, kids whose parents are not from Bombay and all. Bombay parents have seen the life, like they know what the fuck goes on. Like people who might not be
yeah,
from
yeah,
Bombay,
yeah.
they can still fool their parents and shit like that. But like if I say I'm going out at 2 a.m. just for a walk, they know either he's gonna fucking go grab a drink,
Scene हो
smoke
गया.
a cig, something like that he's going to do.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. That's the thing about bomb. That's the thing about metropolitans. Bro. Anyway, bro, तू उत्तराखंड के बारे में बोल रहा. मैं
Yeah.
बोलता हूँ ना सुन. So you
मस्त
went to
लगता है.
Uttarakhand. तू एक हफ्ते तक तूने मुझे बोला कॉल वॉल नहीं करेगा. हम लाइक चलो अपना सच लौंडा. नहीं नहीं उठाऊंगा क्या कॉल नहीं करूंगा. लेकिन फिर एक रात को खबर है उत्तराखंड में तू मुझे बोल रहा था पहाड़ मतलब ट्रैकिंग करने जा रहे हैं और मुझे वन डे आई गॉट द न्यूज दैट उत्तराखंड हैज सम स्टॉर्म ओके एंड दैट टाइम इट डिडंट occur to me then
Flood,
one night I
flood,
was
not
sleeping
storm.
yeah flood yeah so one night I was sleeping I was like bro करण उत्तराखंड के पहाड़ में जवाब नहीं दे रहा है कॉल नहीं उठा रहा है चलो मैसेज करते हैं ब्रो उसके दोस्त bro that was the same bro. You called me na then
Yeah, I came up.
sorted
I
out
only got network when I came back down. Till then, though, there was no network.
yeah yeah
Bro, 4 nights I was without any fucking cellular connection. Bro, I had 2 podcasts recorded. Those 2 podcasts I've listened to on repeat at night.
you're living the life bro you're living the life
Bro, I
bro you
swear
know
to
when you
God,
know
bro.
that when you know you can't live without data, when you can't live without your phone, that's when you know you're actually alive.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
bro. Like, see, this podcast, all that stuff requires internet connection. But if I could like if I could live with if someone gave me an option that tera life as it is rahega, you'll gain the popularity and the traction you were supposed to if you like you have to post on Instagram, you have to do all that stuff. And like if someone told me तेरा ये होता रहेगा तू record करते रहे, you have no fucking internet connection, social media कुछ नहीं है, but तेरा podcast जाते रहेगा और traction gain होते रहेगा. मैं तो flip phone के साथ भी रह लेगा bro. मतलब मेरे को Nokia 3310 दे दे मैं तो खुश है bro. I
phone,
lost
bro,
my
flip phone.
60 OnePlus 60. I भूल गया ना, मैं ऑटो में भूल गया था.
Auto.
उसके बाद मैं जियो का
Yeah,
एक फोन लेके घूम रहा था. जियो का मतलब ऐसा वो क्वार्टी कीपैड वाला.
yeah, I saw bro. स्कूल में लाता था वो
अरे
चाय
मस्त
पीते
था.
वक्त
उसमें
वो.
उसमें व्हाट्सएप था. उसमें व्हाट्सएप था खाली. द ओनली थिंग दैट वाज देयर इन इट दैट हैड इंटरनेट रिलेटेड स्टफ वाज व्हाट्सएप.
You have to press a button 4 times to type in S, no?
नहीं नहीं क्यों. Do you know what a QWERTY keypad is?
The BlackBerry ones.
Yeah, so you don't need to type 4 times on that.
Then that's okay. Still
हाँ,
acceptable.
फिर लाइफ चल जाता है मतलब. बट पॉइंट बीइंग द ईपी एक्स. व्हाट इज द
Chal,
फुल फॉर्म ऑफ ईपी?
extended playlist, bro. That's what it
Yes.
is.
When is that coming out?
When is that coming, bro? You know what? I'm actually so busy right now. We've got concepts ready, and that's what I'm telling everyone. Oh, we're working with the team and all, bro. I'm writing lyrics every day, but it's hard to put lyrics onto beats, and it's gonna take a while. But I don't want to hurry it. I don't want to do justice to
What
the.
is the what is the EP about?
Oh, what do you think it's about, bro? It's about me, bro. It's about me, my life. Um, Something more than me, bro. I feel like it's like it comprises a journey from my perspective, but at the same time a neutral perspective of how people see things. So it's like how you see me versus how I see me. So you may be looking at me like this, but from someone else's perspective it's 110% different, right? So just capturing both the perspectives together, putting it out there, putting it on a platter, अच्छे से
What is
सजा
the
के देना है bro.
process? What is the process of like recording an album or a song for a rapper who is, I mean, you're not starting out like fresh, but relatively, comparatively starting out, as opposed to somebody who might already be big in the scene. Like, let's say a Divine or a Jeezy or someone like that who already has everything in motion, as opposed to someone
Mm,
who's starting out. What is the difference in in procedure?
I'll tell you how it is. I'll tell you how it is. I think for Divine, this is how it's gonna be, right? He's gonna make a call. He's like, send me a fresh batch of beats. The
Okay.
producer is already gonna have like a bunch of beats which are Divine type beats. So it's gonna be a study based on what kind of beats does Divine like. Okay. Next day he hops on the studio. He just goes and stands next to the mic like yourself right now. Okay, he doesn't have to connect the mic to anywhere. He doesn't have to open FL, doesn't have to open any digital audio workstation. Like he just has to go there. Some guy will ask him to spit his lyrics out. He'll pull out his phone, probably read his lyrics if he has his lyrics memorized. He'll shut his eyes. He starts spitting his lyrics. The guy will be like, delivery अच्छा नहीं था, but rarely, because if you've reached that position, delivery अच्छा होता है. बस bro, उसको क्या जाके अपना मेरे हिसाब से, I may be
Hmm.
completely wrong. God knows Divine must be watching this podcast. बोल रहा है bro क्या shit on कर रहा है bro, मुझ पे ऐसा इतना easy नहीं है मेरा. Of course, as an artist, he'll have to write his lyrics. He'll have to do the whole artistic process of
Yeah,
conceptualizing the song. But the process of it, I think it's relatively easier for people who have made it, and deservedly so.
absolutely. I get it. But what is the process for you?
अपना क्या है ब्रो? दो प्याली
दो
चाय,
प्याले.
दो दो प्याली चाय, दो सुट्टे फसाए.
For people who don't
That's
get
my
that
guy, bro.
reference, give them a backstory to the thing.
I'll tell you. So there's this guy called I Vomit Diamonds. Okay,
What?
mad rapper. There's this rapper called I Vomit Diamonds,
I
and it's
vomit
his bar.
diamonds.
I Vomit Diamonds, and
Ha.
it's his bar, bro. It's his bar. दो प्याली चाय और दो सुट्टे फसाए अनजानी सी ये बस्ती में खींच रहे थे दम. And bro, it's iconic, bro, because I use it in my day-to-day life.
But neither do you drink tea nor do you smoke.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it, bro.
Metaphorically,
That's the beauty.
metaphorically, दो प्याली चाय और दो सुट्टे चाय. बस, that's it.
It's a feeling, bro. It's a feeling. Yeah, you feel
Emotion
me,
and
bro. You feel
bhavna.
me.
Yeah, but moving on. Yeah, what is your procedure? Like, how do you, like, okay, let's say you have to now come up with, like, now you, okay, let's say like every the EP goes out. How do you go up with okay, firstly, what is the difference between an EP and a regular album?
So an album is a much more cohesive project which has a lot of people involved in it. It's a much bigger project. It has like, let's say a typical album has around 12 songs, but can range from 12 to 20, right? And an album is like some serious work. An album can also have a concept. For example, Tupab, which is To Pimp a Butterfly. An
Hmm.
extended playlist is
Huh?
the little
Tupac?
sister of an To Pimp a Butterfly. That's the album by
Oh,
Kendrick Lamar.
two Pam. I thought you said Tupac to Pimp a Butterfly. I was like, what the fuck are you saying, bro? Go ahead,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no. So an EP, I would say, is like the little brother of an album, who is
Fair
trying to
enough. So
like
that has
still on.
usually like 5 to 6 songs.
It can also range from 8 to 9, but a relatively lesser number of songs.
Fair enough. Yeah, but
Yeah.
go ahead. How do you now? Let's say the EP goes out. How do you record?
Bro,
How do you go
it's
about
a
stuff?
hard scene for me, bro. It's a hard scene for me because I feel like I'm at this point where I don't have difficulty with words. I have difficulty with sound. Okay, sound is
Okay.
something that I have to figure out. Sound is something which has a very ubiquitous nature, or you have to figure out different elements of it. What is it that comes together so that a person actually likes the kind of music that they do. And
Hmm.
obviously it has a lot to do with like the way in which your lyrics are written as well, but
Yeah.
sound
Yeah.
plays a big role. You look at bands like Pink Floyd, look at bands like Led Zeppelin, bro. Like they invented sound, bro. They play with sound. What's that song that you introduced me to? My name is Giorgio. Okay.
Oh, Giovanni Giorgio. Giorgio by Mordra. Daft Punk.
Yeah, so it's a play on sound, bro, and sound
Yeah.
is very
Yeah.
important for music. So as of now, my process is this: I do it by the vibe. This vibe of the first song. Maybe I'm going for, let's say, more of an emo version. So within an emo version, what kind of orientation does the song have to? Does it have to be bar oriented? Does it have to be like super emo where I'm singing? उसके हिसाब से I'll find, you know, the beats. And YouTube beats are so trash, bro. They are so trash. You have to have some networking, bro. मतलब producer से बात कर, call your producers, tell them the vibe of the song, tell them the problem, tell them you'll pay them, like, and obviously you should, right? Um, then you'll, you know, get a few beats, and then you have to write your lyrics and find the connect, bro. Where the lyrics connect with the beat, they harmonize perfectly. That's your song. Now, to do this over an extended playlist where the beats connect with each other, the sounds connect with each other, the vibes connect with each other, the idea connects with each other, the whole concept comes together. That's why it's a bit harder than a single.
Fair enough. But how do you go about the process? As in, like, for each song, you have to find a new beat, etc., etc. You have to, like you're saying, and I know this, like, knowing you, I know this, that lyrically there is no issue. Like, I've never seen you have an issue with finding lyrics or like writing lyrics for a particular vibe. I've not seen that issue. Like, you have a, like, you've seen that video of Eminem where he has a box full of lyrics.
Yeah, yeah, bro,
There's a
crazy,
famous
bro.
video, like, there's similar to that.
I've
Like,
seen it, I've seen it, I've seen it, I've seen
yeah,
it.
so it's like, I'm pretty sure like it's very easy for you to have like lyrics on the go for something. You can easily write lyrics very quickly, but what goes after that is what is difficult, right? Like, that is the tricky part, because you have to come up with so many different ways to piece to do justice to the lyrics, may it be the quality of the sound, may it be the beats, etc., etc. Takes a hell lot of work.
Yeah, bro. Even to structure the beat, right?
Structure
Structure
as
the
in?
beat as per. So let's say, you know, you have your kick drums. So you want your kick drums at a particular part. You want only your snares at a particular part. You only want your hats at a particular part. And then you want the drums to come back in at another part. This part by part segmentation in the pattern would be in relevance to how your lyrics are worded. So let's say I'm talking about some deep shit. So I don't want the whole drum thing to be there. I just want the snares to be there so that I'm still in rhythm, but at the same time I'm getting, like, you know, the deeper message across. So like वैसे impact आ रहा है लोगों पे.
Yeah,
That's what I do. But again, bro, like every time, you know, I start a new song, there's no one approach. Sometimes it's the beats which motivate me. I hear a super fire beat, and trust me, bro, like I want to hop on it immediately. I'll do whatever, bro. I'm playing FIFA, I'll hop out. I'm in a lecture, I'll hop out, I'll write lyrics to it. And sometimes I write really good lyrics, but I can't find the right beat to it. The latter is the worst because
I get it.
I
But
mean,
do you feel like, okay, how difficult is it to gain not viewership but listeners for a rapper that is starting out fresh? Like, I'm trying to understand, like, because music people have been making since ages. Like, there are rock bands when rock was a thing, right? I remember,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
even in
Rock is still a
2000s,
thing.
when Linkin Park, it's still a thing with Imagine Dragons and all of that, but when like Linkin Park, when all were like a fucking were the biggest deal on planet Earth, all my friends, my age group, everybody almost started a band. Granted, some of them tried their best to, like, still make a band and all, but they found it very difficult to like get into the scene. Like,
Hmm.
so even with the rap world, how does one become, not to be an asshole, but a famous rapper?
Oh, well, you know what? A lot of it actually has to do with luck because, and a lot of it also has to be with like staying humble because
Hmm.
majority of the big shots, you go to Kendrick right now versus Emiwe Bantai, no disrespect to Emiwe Bantai, but you go to Kendrick, you go to Emiwe Bantai, you ask them this one question. Do you think that, you know, you deserve to be here or are you lucky? What Kendrick is going to say is that I'm extremely lucky to be here. But Emiwe Bantai will say,
Yeah.
बाबा मैंने सब कुछ करके इधर आया मेरी जगह ही
No, I
तो
get it.
है
I
ब्रो
get it.
मतलब
But
you know
also,
fame
like,
changes you but
go ahead.
no so I'm just saying that see good music is one thing but you know majority of the people who are like good musicians are not good marketers. Majority of the people who are good marketers are not good musicians.
Yeah, yeah,
You
absolutely.
get it?
I get it. I get it
So
100%. Like, that's one
I
very
know artists.
good, good.
I know artists who are on like 6K on Instagram, 7K on Instagram, with Spotify listeners of like none of the songs have crossed even like 1,000 streams. And then I know artists who have like 400 followers, you know, banging numbers on Spotify. So that just shows that one of these artists people are listening for the sake of listening because you know he's marketing himself right because he's hyped himself, which is fair. You know, you
Yeah,
have every right to do so. One of the artists people are listening on the regular despite having less number of followers. In fact, that's all the more reason for him to be like a better artist, because he has only 400 followers, and like he's banging numbers like that.
But how much of a role like does Instagram play in gaining people to listen?
A very big role, bro. Instagram's like number one. Like if you don't have Instagram and you're like an artist trying to like enter the scene, then it's almost like you're going to a war without a sword, right? Or a gun, whatever weapon.
No, I get it absolutely. But don't there must be rappers who might have come up without social presence, right?
I mean, look at right now. It's the thing, right? Pehle kya? I don't think Kendrick used. I don't think Eminem used Instagram. Eminem used the radio, bro. Dr.
Yeah,
Dre put
yeah.
him on the radio. In the ghetto scene, all the African Americans like they were like, "Yo, who's this kid rapping? He sounds sick." And then the whole scene started.
I get you. I get you. No, I absolutely like I feel like even personally with me, I find it a little difficult to make a like dude, it's great, you know. I love the traction I get on the 1 minute videos and all, and it's really funny. A lot of people comment and stuff like that. But to a degree, it's like how much will I keep doing that? You get it?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's like I need to know what is the difference between like me constantly putting out 1 minute videos. Am I an Instagram comedian? Similarly, right? Like you become a rapper, you keep rapping for Instagram. Then are you a like I mean maybe Instagram becomes a medium of life, you know what I mean, where Instagram music is a thing and stuff like that.
Instagram music. I mean, despite putting out so much music only for Instagram, doesn't really mean a lot to me. To me, the main purpose of me putting out Instagram music is, first, I get to work on music. I like making music. I'm not
Hmm.
going to like take out a microphone at 2 a.m. at night when I'm really tired just to record voices. It's because it's my passion and I want to do. That's why I'm doing it in the first place. But अगर Instagram में डालना है ना, तो डाल. But don't do it like मैं Instagram में डाल रहा हूँ इसलिए मैं artist हूँ. Artist
Hmm.
बनना है तो ऐसे जगह पे डाल आप people can listen to your music on the reg. When they're going out, they want to listen to your music. So Instagram, maybe you can put your music out there to get that audience, which can probably convert into listen to your music on streaming platforms. But I mean, that's about it, at least for me. That's what I think, my limited experience.
But how do you crack a Spotify or a YouTube Music or a Apple Music algorithm?
I mean, it's simple, bro. First, you have to be a girl, okay?
A girl.
B, you have, yeah, then you have to be hot, and then you get all the views you can.
अबे Spotify की बात कर रहा हूँ चूतिए.
हाँ, तो मतलब you have Instagram. You reach all the streaming platforms through Instagram or through any social marketing.
Hmm.
Let's put the girl example to the side. How do I crack Spotify? I make my presence on Instagram. Let's say I have 200 followers, okay? I put out a song which deserves millions of streams, okay? Millions of streams. Like one person hears it. The 200 people, out of them, 50 people are like, dedicated people who want my music. Those
Yeah.
50 people hear it. Those 50 people hear it again and again and again. Somehow this generates, some fire in the algorithm. It's like, you're spinning a wheel to
Yeah.
create
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
energy. Once that energy is created, Spotify itself will put it on a playlist, and that's where you can go.
Fair enough. I think like that's the tricky part, right? I think like you can cheat the algorithm of like let's say a YouTube or an Instagram with like clickbaity stuff. But with like music platforms, how do you cheat the algorithm?
No, you can have amazing fire album arts. You can have fire song names. You
But
can have
that
shitty
won't.
song names.
Who searches on Spotify for like clickbaity stuff?
Nobody. Clickbait is your thumbnail, right? So a thumbnail can be your album art. So if you're going through different, let's say, new music, and
Hmm.
you find this super amazing Joyner Lucas album art with a pretty shitty song as compared to, let's say, a token decent album art but a great song, you'll probably listen to the Joyner one. You won't even click on the token. So that's one thing as well.
Bro, I think UK rap actually is building up a lot. I was just gonna talk to you about it the other day.
I love it, bro. I love it, bro. I love UK rap.
Bro, the way they talk, you don't know. Fam,
You don't know.
fam, you don't know.
Allow it, allow it.
Bro,
I
the
still
fucking funniest.
nothing's peng in it.
ब्रो तू
That's how it
देखता है
is,
क्या
bro. That's how it is.
साइडमैन साइडमैन देखता है क्या तू
Yeah, bro. Of course, bro. They're like good lads, bro. Like good comedy.
Yeah, dude, I think they killed it, bro. I think they did something that nobody was like expecting.
Ever gonna do. They've done what nobody's going to do, bro. They were
Yeah,
original. They chased the
yeah,
thing.
absolutely. It's just a bunch of friends like doing stupid shit with football. That's the best part, bro.
Yeah, and now they're making like crazy videos, bro. Among Us videos बना रहे.
अरे वो
Counter Strike
टिंडर
videos.
वाला देखा क्या, bro?
हाँ, bro. What's it? What's it?
Bro, have you followed Sidemen throughout?
Yeah, yeah. I've been following
So
like
did they have what
almost
are
all.
the raps in the middle, bro, where they were dissing each other and fucking each other's girlfriends and all that was happening?
No, no, nobody did that. But KSI, right? KSI thought he had to leave, and he said just for the sake of it, he blamed the fat guy of the side. Right? Because Ethan the naturally did to take the piss. So Ethan dropped a diss track on him. And then KSI dropped a diss track on him. And while he was dropping a diss track, Harry dropped a diss track on KSI. और फिर चलने लगा एक दूसरे पे सब लोग. It's like a food fight, right?
Uh,
Where we was
but did
like
they
taking
do it
shots
in
at each other.
like in all in good faith or what was it?
Nah, it was. They say that it was serious beef, but now they're all good, so doesn't matter.
What the fuck, bro? That Ethan guy तो killed it. क्या transformation हुआ है?
क्या किया है bro उसने? He's changed it. But people still roast him, bro. They're like,
ए अभी वो पर्सनालिटी वैसा ही रहेगा अभी मतलब आदमी क्या कर सकता है एक पॉइंट के बाद
yeah, no. Have you seen the Sidemen roast?
रोस्ट
The Sidemen roast. So these
नो
YouTubers, they all go and roast the side. It's one of the best roasts you'll ever see, bro. Because you know how funny they are, right? They don't have any.
या
So yeah, yeah. It's funny, bro. It's
ब्रो
funny.
देखेगा मैं
Funny
ब्रो
shit.
हैव यू सीन द this thing Jeff Ross, you know who Jeff Ross is?
Yeah, bro. I know Jeff Ross.
He's a comedian and
Wait. Jeff Ross, the bald guy.
अबे that's Jeff Bezos.
Uh,
You
no,
fuckhead,
bro.
that's
No,
the
no.
Amazon, he's the CEO of
Yeah, I know who
Amazon.
Jeff Bezos is, bro. Wait. Let me pull up.
Jeff
Let me pull up
Ross,
Google.
the fat guy.
Who is also bald, bro. Piss off.
Yeah, he is bald.
तो वही बोला ना
Like
मैंने.
now he's
हाँ
bald.
बोल.
Yeah,
हाँ
so
बोल.
he
What about it?
calls himself Roastmaster General.
No. Jeff Ross, I know, bro. Weaver roasted him. Bro, Weaver roasted him in the Justin
Abe,
League.
have you seen the this thing? Have you seen Jeff Ross roast everybody?
Yeah, he's
Bro,
crazy.
he's
He's
too good.
crazy.
He speed roasts people.
Yeah, he's too good,
He's
bro. Jeff Ross is
he
the.
bro, he's too good. This thing there was he was speed roasting people in the streets of Hollywood, and he saw this one chick and he was like, "Look at this Cardi B minus." Fuck bro, क्या है bro? बहुत crazy आदमी है वो.
Bro, उसने वो जस्टिन बीबर वाले रोस्ट में शकील ओनील और स्नूप डॉग आए थे. तो वो
अरे
था
गाड़
आई
मार
लाइक
देते
योर
bro.
I'd like to introduce Shaquille O'Neal and his skeleton over here.
Oh fuck bro, both funny है bro. Dude like comedy has taken a fucking turn bro these days. Like I feel like after COVID
So
तो
many.
bro मतलब सब बंद ही हो गया है obviously.
हाँ ब्रो. बट है ब्रो अच्छे कॉमेडियंस है मतलब अपने देश में.
Comedians are great bro, but I feel like stand up I've been only for like 4 or 5 stand up comedy shows, but I fucking loved it bro. Like in person it's like I love watching it on
There's a
YouTube
vibe,
and it's
right?
hilarious. But you go in person, you would assume it's not that funny, but it's actually 10 times funnier watching it in public, like
Because you're
in
setting a
person.
vibe, you're creating that vibe.
Yeah, and you're like fully engrossed, right? Like if it's
Yeah,
actually a
yeah.
good comedian, like I've been to a show where there was this comedian who was so bad, like you're checking your phone, so even when the punchline hits, you're not interested. Whereas, like
Oh, that's
you know
nice.
what second-hand embarrassment is, right?
Yeah.
Like you face second-hand embarrassment when the comedian is bad. Like at home you can exit the YouTube video, but in person what do?
Yeah.
So you reach for your
No.
phone.
No, but you know what? Respect to the bad comedians out there too, bro. Because you get what I mean. It's coming from a place of like the pain that you experience when no one laughs at your jokes.
Bro, it's horrible, dude. It's horrible.
It's
Like
it's
dude, I'm serious, dude. I feel sometimes like क्या इज्जत रह गई bro. कोई हंसा नहीं तो मतलब
it's it's real, bro. It's real. तो
bro
ग्रुप
there was
सेटिंग में जाना तो कुछ जाके बोल दे बीच में You say something, and people just ignore you. Okay, they just keep talking as if you didn't say
Bro,
that,
there
bro.
was this very bad time in the sixth grade. I don't know what the fuck was up with me, but I used to laugh very badly. Meaning, like when people used to crack jokes, I used to laugh, and I used to laugh to the extent where I used to like as a squat down and laugh. So there were times when jokes weren't that funny, but as a natural reaction, I used to squat down and laugh. And people in the circle used to like, stroke their hair and be like, "Ye Karan theek hai na, bro? Like this is so embarrassing, bro." Like even in the sixth standard,
No.
bro. Sixth standard, like anything goes, right? You can do whatever the fuck and it's still not that embarrassing. Because like
Yeah, because no one knows any better.
exactly, like you have no social maturity to understand what is
Uh,
what is
yeah,
like
yeah.
now kids do because they know what's on the internet, right? So they know what's like cool and what's not. Like we
Mm.
like in the sixth grade, I don't know what your sixth grade was like, considering it was yesterday, but
Fair, bro, fair.
but like I don't know, like I obviously I thought didn't have the internet in the I had the internet, but phones and all didn't have like shit
You
like
don't have
that.
that kind of access to the internet, right?
Yeah, it was just like your Wikipedia and shit like that, YouTube Wikipedia and like basic cool stuff.
Now shit's crazy, bro. You know what? This is a realization that I had the other day. In the process of like, maturing and shit, it's like good and all because I see it. But at the same time, it's good to be a kid, bro. It's good to be a kid. Like it has its own like
What do you mean by
perks and
good
shit.
to explain what good to be a kid means? Like, I don't know.
Like, you still get to experience certain things. Let's say not take accountability. And don't get me wrong, I would. But why would I want to like, put myself into that position where I have literally most of my life already like, left to experience that? Why am I rushing myself into something that I'm already going to like, have to experience? Why don't I try
Okay,
and like, live in the present?
so I'm okay. Let me understand this. You're saying that as a kid, you want to grow up, but you don't
Let me give you a
realize.
better example.
Hmm.
Let's say there's a sixth grader, okay? Now there's sixth graders acting like adults and shit. Sixth graders acting like, with their phones and shit, like, trying to have credit cards, trying to like, flex on their driving and
Credit
stuff
card,
like
which
that.
sixth grader wants a credit card?
I'm giving you an example. Why would you want to do that? If you're doing it only to be cool, don't. Don't do
But
it.
that is what. Okay, wait. In the defense of sixth graders who are probably looking for credit card loans and shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck, man. Who are looking for credit cards? That's what's cool for them, right? Like, bro. I used to feel I wanted the dunks, dude. There was a in sixth grade, dunks became a thing. Like these
Like slam dunk,
Nike
like,
dunks became a thing. And I used
ah,
to
yeah, yeah.
beg my mom to let me buy the dunks, right? So in that span, whatever is cool, you want that,
Fair.
right? Like in sixth grade, you wanted to be like because sports was the best thing where you could gain popularity. You wanted to play the football. You wanted to play the best sport or the most popular sport, which was football at that time, right? So you joined the football team no matter how bad you were. Like you would give the
Yeah,
same advice to that kid that don't forcefully join a team because you want to be popular. Now they're making
yeah, yeah.
TikToks and shit like that. Like
Yeah,
now a
bro. Like, I don't
TikToker
know.
or a fucking reel maker dude, I'm so fucking pissed, dude. Sana just told me that there is some kid who's 2 3 years younger than her who's got like 200,000 followers on Instagram by making reels.
Yo, don't get me started on
ब्रो
reels.
वो 18 का हुआ ब्रो मेरा नेबर है वो अभी ही जस्ट टर्न 17 ओके 18 he just turned 18 this January. He's like 2 years younger than you and fucking in his batch there are kids like जमुना भाई से उसके batch में बच्चे लोग हैं जो मतलब they're famous on Instagram bro like people are like fucking like DMing them left right and center
Bro,
they're famous as
yeah,
fuck
bro.
brand
There's
deals.
people, bro, brand deals, they're making money out of. And you know what? Fair play to them, but
Fair
that
play
doesn't mean
bro
I can't
but
be salty.
it's kind of irritating that I have to see 17-year-old chicks dance on my Instagram fucking feed. Why am I looking at 17-year-old chicks move
Bro,
their
you
waist?
know what's worse? what's worse is trying to interact with them, not in any kind of romantic way, but like, just a regular out of the blue conversational transactional way, and they hit you with some kind of attitude like you're hitting on them, like there's some Instagram model like influence. That's what pisses me off. I don't get it, bro.
Bro, I find it fucking creepy, bro. Like I'm very weirded out when I see these like these. Okay, wait. Fair play, as you were saying to them. All props for looking gorgeous and looking amazing and fucking making a video, right? Kudos to you.
Putting
Do
an
that.
effort to do something.
Get that bread, basically. Like you go get it, girl.
Yeah, yeah.
But why is my feed, why is Instagram showing me 17-year-old chicks, 16-year-old chicks dancing half naked? I don't want to see that. It's weird. It makes me feel like a fucking pedophile, bro. I'm
Absolutely,
sick
bro,
of it,
absolutely.
dude. I'm fucking tired of hearing there are
No, man,
songs etched in my brain, bro.
there are songs, and it's got to this point where the dances are so repetitive. Like if I hear that song, my body starts doing it. I don't want it. So much. My mom is like, bro, my mom was like playing this shit on her Instagram, okay, and some song came. So I just walked into the room, the song played, and I was just like, wait, what am I doing, bro? Stop. You know what they say, right? You resist what you persist.
Yeah. I get it. I get it, bro.
So why,
It's
bro?
fucking
Same.
horrible, bro. But like, it feels bad. Like sometimes I feel bad. Like, what the fuck happened, bro? But do you feel like it'll, like, what's next in your opinion? What would be, sorry, in your opinion, what's next? Like, YouTube for like the past 2010 to 2020, YouTube was the OG scene, right? Like, if you're a YouTuber, you're the bomb. What is
I'd still
now?
call, like, YouTube content creation. I feel content creation on YouTube is the best content creation. Like, I think it supersedes what Instagram in its entirety represents. Yes, you could obviously be artistically more expressive through your
Hmm.
posts, but you can also do that on YouTube. Okay, you're putting reels, you can do that on YouTube. But on YouTube, you can make content. There's people making content, working hard for it, editing day and night. A lot of it also has to do with the amount of effort you're putting in, right? Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, check this out. There's this guy in my building, pretty cool guy, right?
Hmm.
He makes reels. Now he's got real Instagram popular because one of his reels I think hit 2 million views, and he's made hella much followers. And he's a pretty cool guy, right? I play football with. So I spoke to him the other day, and like, he was getting DMs, everything, like, DMs like from, I don't know, hella chicks, hella guys everywhere. I'm like, chalo, theek. He had that thing, something that can really change you, and that's cool. Okay, that's cool. You have your own influence, you have your own way of being impacted by things. Then he told me people made a fan page on him,
What
and
the
I'm like,
fuck?
bro,
How old
there's a
is he?
fan page on you for me. He's, I don't know, I think he's 14 or 15.
Fuck my life, bro. Fuck this. Fuck
बंदे
it.
का fan page है.
I don't
बंदे
wanna
का
live,
fan
bro.
page है.
Slit my throat, bro. Slit it right
I
now.
So I asked him, right, bro, how much time does it take you to, like, make a reel? He's like, about 30 seconds, bro. I'm like,
No, but I
30
think
seconds.
like, dude, I'll tell you very honestly. Yes, I think it's proving that you don't need to be like this guy, like, okay, a YouTube dance video takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. There are a lot of moving parts, right? Let's say you're making a dance video, you have to film it with a full, like, even if you're filming it with your phone, you have to film it properly. You might have to edit it, you have to add the song on the back, etc., etc. All that stuff is there, right? Whereas in a
Yeah.
reel, it's 30 seconds. Everything is like five taps. That's it.
Yeah, no, you know what? Reels and dancing is still, like, dancing is dancing. Dancing reels still okay, acceptable.
Yeah,
Effort लगता है. You have to be a good dancer. I
yeah.
don't get those which किसी और ने ट्वीट किया है, आप उसको डाल दो अपने रील में. You put some music in the background and you bag a million views and then you take home the bread. I don't get that.
No, but I'll tell you
For all
what,
you know, it
on
could be
that
your
note,
tweets, bro. For all you know.
in this thing, I'll tell you something funny. I just went to film with my friend Zainab. I told you, right, the other day I was filming the
Yeah, yeah.
she's a stylist, and we were
Mhm.
filming for her one reel, okay? For one reel, with the video shoot, like The shots were great, but we took at least 3 hours to shoot all of them. I
Which
think
is commendable.
so, but that's going to boil down to 30 seconds. You get it?
Yeah, no, so absolutely no, I'm not denying the fact. Look, it all comes down to your ratio of your effort to output. You put in effort, you deserve it. You don't put it. First of all, who the hell are we to not say if someone deserves it or doesn't deserve it? Okay, that's out of the order. We're not
Mm-hmm.
shitting on reelers, but effort is a big thing, bro. I can for all someone takes your tweets on your Twitter and puts it on their reel and is bagging like 2 million views because of it. There's no effort in that, bro. That's plagiarism. That's not even fun. You
Mm-hmm.
can't compare. You can't compare with a YouTuber like making a 10-minute gaming video. You can't compare the two because it doesn't work, bro.
I get it, but I also feel like those people then don't have longevity. Longevity, is that the word? Yeah.
हाँ
उसका
longevity
longevity कुछ नहीं है ना फिर.
हाँ clout है, temporary clout है,
मतलब तेरा
but देख
चार
bro,
चार बार लोग देखेंगे, फिर उसके बाद क्या देखेंगे ब्रो?
हाँ
It's the
fair
same with
enough, but
YouTubers, na. One YouTuber might make like a sick video with some one sick person and then put it up. उसके बाद मतलब at the end
yeah,
of the
yeah,
day, people
yeah. So
stay for the stuff that is actually valuable. People come
absolutely,
for the clickbait, stay for the value, right?
yeah, yeah.
Like
That's one good way to put it.
today if I make, like, I've noticed this, my podcasts have a good retention span. Like earlier when I used to talk, I didn't have a good flow, or like I wasn't like really, I didn't know how much time to talk for, etc., etc., right? Like it took some time, but now I've come to realize like the 1 minute videos have a good retention, and they're like they draw some attention to the podcast, right? To, let's say, YouTube or Spotify. But
Yeah, yeah, that's one way.
people on Spotify and YouTube retain for a long time because it actually is of value. Otherwise nobody would stay, right, at the end of the day.
I feel like certain platforms also the reputation you say for example, you come to Instagram, you come to TikTok to waste your time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to look at it. Not everyone, of course. It's a very general statement.
Yeah.
But usually, when you're going to, let's say, applications like YouTube, you're there to consume content, watch longer videos.
Yeah.
When you're there
Yeah.
on Spotify, you're there to listen to some music. You're not here to waste time.
Absolutely, I get that, bro. I get that.
वो है. But at the end of the day, bro, जो टिकता है वही बिकता है, bro. You do if it's working out. The
जो
same question
बिक
comes now.
जो जो टिकता है वही बिकता है. Whatever stays sells is what you mean.
Whatever stays sells,
The
and what is staying
actual
is
phrase is
Instagram
जो
reels.
दिखता है वही बिकता है.
क्या बात कर रहा है?
Yeah, but I think you
I
used
did a
it
big.
correctly in this. In this.
Yeah, I know. I ain't even that, but I ain't even that. But yeah, I mean, it is that moment when you like fail, but then you also land something.
Task failed successfully.
Task failed successfully.
सिग्मा मेल है ना तू ब्रो, सिग्मा मेल है.
Sigma 3:30, bro. 3:30 is my wake up time.
अभी अभी जागेगा ना तू आधे घंटे में.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
But on that note, bro, we'll क्या बोलते हैं? I think it's been an hour. We'll peace out now.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
थोड़ा
It was a
टाइम हो
good
गया है.
discussion.
Yes.
मजा आया.
Shlok Mishra, go follow all of Vanilla X's. Don't, not Shlok Mishra, you. Everybody go. If you've made it till now, you're a legend. And go
True
follow
legend.
Shlok
True
on every
legend.
platform. Check out all his music. Personal recommendation is that Cypher one. Shlok, क्या था उसका नाम?
The biology cipher
Yeah.
recommendation दे रहा है नाम भी
My
नहीं
personal
पता.
अरे बट मेरे को मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, मेरे को पता है नाम, पूरा
लिरिक्स याद
गाना
रखता है,
याद.
नाम नहीं याद रखता.
हाँ वही ब्रो, नाम से क्या, what thou and name.
Yeah.
Go check out Barology Cypher 4.0.
What's 4.0, bro?
That's the name, or is just Barology Cypher?
It's just the biology cipher.
Okay, there's 4 people in that though.
There's 4 people in that, so
Yeah,
4.0
yeah,
could be
yeah.
smart.
On that note, let's bounce, bro. Chal.
Let's peace, bro.
Thank you for being here. It's episode 25 of Laid Back Leisure. It's not just shit talk, it's entirely laid back leisure. Shit talk is just a fucking segment of it. Thank you guys. Say bye, Shlok. Be nice.
Peace, peace, peace. Bye, guys.
Chal bye.